can still watch the replay. So you are welcome to tonight's session, and I'm happy to have you all here at this session. And we are here to talk about the summer boot camp for kids and for teens that will be starting by the 11th of August. And tonight we'll be having some of the parents of our students here with us. They'll be showing their project demonstrations. We'll also be having some of our tutors here with us tonight. So it will be a very interesting session, and it's one that you mustn't miss. So please, parents, invite your friends and your loved ones to this session. So the first thing on the agenda is, for many of you watching me, you want to know what this is all about. And the first question is, who are the organizers of this? So I'm Omiyale Yomi Martins. I'm the founder of Digital Consulting, and I will still share more insight about digital consulting with you tonight. But I'm the founder, I'm the organizer. So who am I? I'm a tech trainer, and I'm a pastor, and I'm the founder of Digital Consulting. So this is very important. This is not our first training for kids in the United Kingdom, but it's very important because many parents are trying to register for the program. They always want to be sure that their kids are in the right place. So, and I always tell them, I can't forget a parent who reached out and she was very skeptical. You know, you don't want your kids to be anywhere. And I said, just search Omiyale Yomi online. So that is what I will do tonight. Just search. Before I will now talk about Digital Consulting, which is the company in charge of this training. So let's check me out online, Omiyale Yomi online, right? So let's go. That's very important. The internet is a very big space. You can check anybody out. So if you check me online, this is what you find about me. So I'm the founder of Digital Consulting. As you can see, this is my LinkedIn profile. I'll still tell you more about Digital Consulting, but let's start with me. This is my personal Instagram page where I share sermon notes. I preach here. So if you are the one that you love messages, this is where to go. Also on Facebook, I also teach the Word of God here. Of course, this is not, we are not doing a Bible school for our kids. It's a tech training school, but you need to know the kind of people in charge of this, because parents are always very careful about the people in charge of their kids. So you can see many of my short sermons here, right? So on YouTube too, I'm on YouTube. As you can see, you can keep searching for me, Yomi, and you'll get more information about me. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, what is digital consulting about? So what is digital consulting about? I'm the founder of Digital Consulting, and Digital Consulting is in charge of this program, this summer boot camp that is starting by 11th of August. So who are we in Digital Consulting? Who are we? Who are we in Digital Consulting? This is very important. So let's get into it. Digital Consulting is a tech training institute that started in 2019. And for the past 6 years, we have been empowering Africans and non-Africans, helping them to transition to tech without a tech background. And we also diversified into tech for kids, and even GCSE exam prep, 11 plus exam prep, KS2 SAT exam prep for younger ones. So we've been in the education industry now 6+ years, and this Tech for Kids Bootcamp is one of our many boot camps, but this particular one is for kids in the United Kingdom. So now, but don't take my word for it. Also check out Digital Consulting. Also check out Digital Consulting, and I will do that. So let's go to Google, and when we get to Google, Let's search for digital consulting on Google. So check us out. Success leaves trails, as they say. So let's go to Google and check out digital consulting. When you get to Google, you see digital consulting here. There are many things about us, our Instagram page. You can check us out. I'm not logged in into my Instagram, but okay, so it might not. Let me see if it will work. I'm currently not logged into my Instagram, but let me see if I will be able to log in. Okay, no. So I don't have time for that now. Okay, but you can check out digital consulting on our website, our Instagram page, But let's go to the reviews. So we started by training adults and we still train adults, but now we are really into training teens and kids between the age of 6 to 19. And we divide them into three categories: age 6 to 9, 10 to 16, 10 to 15, then 16 to 19. So you can check out our reviews. We have a track record of training, doing something for more than 6 years consistently. You agree with me, is not a joke. So we have built our system but you can check it out, right? So you can see the reviews. You see a lot of reviews about the organization, about digital consulting. So that's the first thing to do. So check us out on on Google. Now, the second place to check digital consulting out is on LinkedIn. We have a track record. So you go to LinkedIn and you search for digital consulting. And I'm having to show you all this because, we've been doing this for a long time. And at times, some of my staffs will reach out and will say things, this person was thinking, hope they're not a scam. Hope it's not a scam, right? So and one thing I can tell you for a fact is search everywhere on the internet. You will never find any negative complaints about digital. Not that we don't have complaints, but we resolve all our complaints, right? So I'm not going to come here and say, because that would just be a lie. There's no organization that customers don't complain, but we resolve everything. So complaints don't degenerate into issues, right? So you will never find, because our customers, our students, they are all impressed, happy, and satisfied with us. So this is LinkedIn. You can search for digital consulting because these are people. These are real people. Like, you can check where they work, the things they do. So this is digital consulting for you. You can just keep going. You see our students sharing things about us, right? So, and because these kids are not on LinkedIn, so you might not really see them talking about digital consulting on LinkedIn. They are still kids and things. But if you go, oh, sorry, I wasn't sharing LinkedIn. So sorry. So sorry. Okay, I'm on LinkedIn right now. So search for digital consulting on LinkedIn. And when you search digital consulting on LinkedIn, you see a lot of posts from our students on LinkedIn showing the things we have done, the activities, their certifications, their progress. Some of them are getting jobs. This week alone, 2 of our students got jobs in the United Kingdom. One got a job in cybersecurity. The other one got a job as a data analyst, right? So we've been around for a long, right? So I think that is that for that. And you are learned, so you can do more research about the organization. So that is very important. Just like the Bible said, every man will declare his own righteousness, but a faithful man who can find. So it's, no matter what I say, it's always very important for you to do your research, check, check around, and you'll get to know more about us. So that being said, I'll go to the next thing on the agenda, which is why tech for kids? Why tech for kids? Why should your children learn tech? Why tech? Why not something else? Right? Why tech? Why not something else? So there are many reasons why, but because of our time, I will be having some of our students here tonight, young ones, that will demonstrate their projects. I will just say a few things. So number one, why should your child enroll for a summer boot camp? Why? Why should they enroll for a summer boot camp? Number one, they learn future-ready skills. Future-ready skills. So I trained as a computer engineer, but of course I got into accounting and I came back into tech. And when I was learning computer engineering then, tech wasn't as developed as this. Of course, there was AI, but it wasn't this pronounced. There was cloud, but it wasn't this pronounced, right? So tech is not just the past, it is the present, and it is the future. So when you train your child very early in life on tech skills, you are future-proofing their career, because the world is not moving away from tech. The world is moving to tech. The world is always moving to tech. So they learn future-ready skills: coding, game design, application development, animation, website building. Very important. Now, another reason why your kids have to learn tech is that it helps them to turn screen time into skill time. There's virtually, I can't even think of any child that I know who doesn't have a tablet or a phone or a laptop or a desktop, right? And on these devices, they play games, they watch movies, they watch YouTube, they consume information, they consume these things. And it's good to, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, right? So it's good to have fun, it's good for them to play and to be entertained, but they can turn this screen time into skill time. So instead of just consuming technology, they can learn to create with it, transforming their curiosity into tangible projects. So some of our kids tonight will show you games they have built, websites they've built, applications that they've built. Very important. Now, it boosts creativity and problem solving. And this is where it gets very interesting. Now, some of the parents of our kids have also told us that some of their kids experience great improvement in their academics after going through the program. Now, we're not teaching them maths and English and physics, but because in learning tech, it places a lot of demand on imagination, creativity, logical reasoning. That ability also helps them in their academics, because it helps with their creativity, with solving problems. It helps these kids to think critically. And that's the danger of just consuming social media. Because in consuming social media, they are not learning, they are not exercising their minds. They are not exercising their minds. They are just consuming, just consuming. But when they are in a tech for kids boot camp, they have to solve problems. They are given projects. They are given assignments. Our current students right now, they are working on the assignments. And one parent reached out to us today and said, "Oh, my child is trying to do his assignment. He needs some help." That is, it exercises their mind, their critical reasoning. Very important. Now, so they have to think critically. They have to find solutions. They have to innovate, right? They have to think critically, find solutions, and innovate. So and it helps them in school and beyond, and that's just the truth. Now, number 4, why should your child enroll in a Tech for Kids bootcamp? It builds confidence. It builds confidence in these kids. Why? Some of the things these kids have developed, some adults will look at these things and marvel. That you mean this thing was developed by a 10-year-old? You mean, is this 9-year-old that built this thing, right? When such a thing happens to that child, it builds the confidence of that child. It gives them a sense of achievement. It encourages them, right? Like, oh, I did this, I can do more. And that early introduction to tech goes a long way. Listen, why did we actually start doing tech for kids and teens? And I'll tell you why. So we started out by training adults. And in the course of training adults, we have trained 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds in tech. Some of them have transitioned, gotten jobs. Some have actually set up tech-enabled businesses. Some became consultants. Some worked as freelancers. But we realized that some of them, after training them, reached out to us and said, "Sir, thank you for what you did for me. I really learned, but I actually want my child to learn this thing." Because they realize that, yeah, what they've learned is good, it's helping them, but they feel that if I'd learned this thing many years ago, I know where we would have been, that I'm learning this thing in my 40s. Imagine that I'd learned it when I was in my 20s. I would have been flying by now. So they said, okay, if I missed that opportunity, my child mustn't miss that opportunity. So when this request kept coming, we felt, okay, well, listen, I think we need to start doing this. And we started, and it's been great since then. So what I'm trying to say is that introducing your child to tech early builds confidence in them. It builds confidence in them. Now, another thing learning tech does for your kids is that it helps to build social skills. Of course, they have individual assignments, right? But they also work in groups. They work in groups. So your child might be in London and is working in groups with children from Birmingham or Manchester or Liverpool, right? So they work in groups, they learn with their peers, they connect with other kids. The program we started a program this week, and the program we started, some of the kids in that class, when they got into the program, they spent like 10-15 minutes greeting each other because they were in the last program before this one. So, oh, how are you, Jane? Oh, how are you doing, James? Like, they had known each other, right? And, so they were happy to see each other again in the program. So that's social skills. So they don't just have friends in their school, they also have friends in digital. Very important. So now, those are some of the reasons why, a Tech for Kids bootcamp is good for your kids. Now, having said that, before I go into other things, now, if a Tech for Kids bootcamp is good for your kids, why digital? Why digital? Why digital? So I will tell you why you need to choose digital. Now, of course, there are many bootcamps doing great things, but digital is different. And I'm not just saying this because I'm the founder of digital and the CEO. I'm saying this because that is just the plain truth. Digital is different. Now, but what are some of the reasons why you need to choose digital? While an digital bootcamp is actually the place to be. Number one is that our program is a very detailed program. Our program is a very detailed program. So what do I mean? So let me, at this point, I love to share a, so I'll just share this with us. So go a long way just to show you. We have a detailed program, and just give me time to write on this. Okay, let's go. Okay, now let me share. Very detailed program. If you're following me, can I see your hands? Okay, a lot of people are following me. That's good to know. It's good to know that you're following me. Okay. So now, why digital tech for kids bootcamp? Why digital tech for kids bootcamp? So just watch me. Number one, it's a very detailed, comprehensive program. So what do I mean by detail? So just watch me. So classes hold Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Right? And the classes holds 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Now, for this class, it's actually 1.5 hours, but they have extra 30 minutes that the tutors still spend with the children to help to solve any challenges that they might be faced with. So some kids can just feel, okay, I'm done for the day. I finished everything I need to do, but they can still wait behind for another 30 minutes to resolve anything that they need to sort out. Now, the program is for 8 weeks. Very detailed. Now, schools in the United Kingdom are resuming very soon, and they will resume before the end of 8 weeks. So what happens? Once school resumes, the programs becomes Fridays or Saturdays. So it's either you are doing Fridays and Saturdays, or you are doing Saturdays and Sundays, right? So it becomes a weekend class. That's what I'm trying to say. It becomes a weekend class. So once school resumes, it turns to a weekend class, right? But the 8 weeks is 8 weeks. So it's a very detailed program. Now, another thing about the program is we divide them into age 6 to 9, age 10 to 15, and age 16 to 19, right? So they learn with their age bracket. Now, listen to me and listen. This is very, very interesting. All the classes are recorded. All the classes are recorded. Aside that, we know this is the holiday. They are on holidays right now. So if your child, what we do is that we map your child to 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. We map them based on your preference. You might say, oh, sir, I think 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. would be for me, even though they're on holiday. I think 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. will be fine. I think this is okay, so that's fine. But we also know, because we've been doing this thing for a while, we also know that at times they miss classes. Despite that, the parent might be away, something might happen, they went somewhere. So what we do is that if your child is mapped to 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and your child misses that class, it's the same link. It's the same Zoom link. So that child missing 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. can still attend 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Or the child attended 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and maybe along the line they got distracted. Something happened and they couldn't just continue with the class. It could be any issue. I don't know, maybe something just required their attention. They can still join 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. So they can still join the other time slots. And the same thing happens for when school resumes. They might be mapped to Fridays and Saturdays or Saturdays and Sundays, and there are different time slots. But if they're less busy, they can still join because it's the same link. They can still join. It might not be their own group. It might not be what we assign them to, but they can still join. So not only is our program detailed, it is flexible. And it's because we deployed a lot of human resources to achieve this. Like I said, we are very detailed. We are very meticulous. All the classes are recorded. All the 11 a.m. class, the 1 p.m. class, all the classes are recorded and the replay is made available, right? The replay is made available. Now, that's number one. I'm not done yet. Number two, our teachers are trained to teach. Let me explain to you. Our teachers are trained to teach. So what do I mean by this? So you see, even though I studied computer science in school, there's something about me I want you to know, that when I was in school, there's something they said about me. They said, if your me teaches you something and you don't understand it, it might be an exaggeration, but that's what they used to say about me, and you don't understand it, don't bother yourself. You can't understand it again. Just leave it. Just leave it. You can't just leave it, because they say about me that I have the ability to break complex things down into very simple things that people can grasp. So in running a tech training institute, what I look out for are people who are natural teachers. Natural teachers. So it is, we have a process for getting teachers that are, so there are teachers who are not teachers, but it's just, well, we just have to teach. We have to live. We have to, no. We identify gifted teachers. Being a teacher is a gift. And we can understand everything I've been saying so far. Can I raise your hand? Let me even assess whether I still have it in me. If you've understood, okay, very good. People have started raising their hands. Like the way I've been breaking it down, you understand it very well. Okay, good. Thanks for the encouragement. I need to be sure that the anointing is still there. Right? So our teachers are trained to teach. Now, one thing I observe about tech, and when I said we train 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, and some of them are scared. We train people without a tech background. And at the start, they are scared. Oh, how am I sure? I don't have a tech background. I don't know how to use computer. And we said, in our institute, our teachers are trained to teach. So there are tech professionals that are very sound. They are very sound, very good. They can do anything on the computer. But when it comes to deliver the knowledge, it becomes a struggle. So in our own case, our teachers are teachers first, then tech professionals. So there are people who have been teaching for years, 8 years, 10 years, teaching tech to kids, to teens. And some of them will, because we can't bring everybody, a few of them will, maybe 2 of them will show up tonight, right? But this is what they have been doing. They have been training kids for many years. So that is very important. Very, very important. So if you have issues with the fact that, are you sure, sir? Will my child understand these things? My child is some parents will even say things like, sir, my child is not that very, please, I will say. So number 3, we divide them into beginners and advanced classes. If you are with me, can I see your hands? Can I see your hands if you are with me? So thank you that you are with me. We divide them into beginners and advanced classes. So what this means is that some of your kids, this is not their first boot camp. Some of them have played around with Scratch. Some have dabbled into App Inventor. Some have built some little games here and there. So they are not entirely new. They just want to progress. So for those kind of kids, we put them into the advanced class. It's the same time. So there's an advanced class for 11 a.m. There's an advanced class for 1 p.m. There's a beginner's class for 11 a.m. There's a beginner's class for 1 p.m. across the age brackets. Because if you place advanced students and beginners in the same class, the advanced student will feel bored. Now, why are you putting me in the same class as people that don't know their left from their right? And the beginners too will feel intimidated. They won't want to ask questions. So we divide them based on their ability. Beginners go to beginners, advanced go to advanced, so that they can learn with their peers, because the advance of today were once beginners. So there's no crime in being a beginner. There's no crime in being a beginner. No need to intimidate anybody. There was a time you couldn't download Scratch. There were times you were still struggling with App Inventor. There was a time you didn't even understand code. So that is very important. Now, another thing about the program is that the program is project-based. The program is project-based. The program is project-based. Now, when I say project-based, it means they build real projects. Real projects. Because of the program, we share the brochure. They build websites. They build apps, games, animation. They build real things. So they are not just playing around. There are real projects that they develop. And this builds their confidence. It builds their confidence. So they build real things. Number 5, certifications too. Certifications for kids. Certifications, bodies. So this one is good because so this is not the most important, if you will ask me. It's not the most important, but it's something we just added to the program. You know, they're getting that certification that is printed for them. So first of all, they get a certification from Agital, but they also get certifications from other bodies. Oh, this is a proof that your child has successfully passed the exam from code.org, has passed the exam from Tinker, has passed the exam from Scratch, has passed. So that's just, it makes them, there's a sense of accomplishment. Okay, yes, I went for this bootcamp and I got this certification. But for us, we are more interested in the projects, because the projects, you know, they are real world projects, right? They are real world projects. They are practical projects. So we are more interested in that, right? Now, number 6, the program discounted. The program is discounted. That's number 6. The program is discounted, and to get additional discount for every child, for an additional child you enroll. That you enroll, right? So I'll be telling you more about this towards the end, because I want us to focus on what the program is about. But the program is discounted, right? It's discounted, and you get more discount for, because we want as many, because many people have 2 kids, 3 kids. We've seen families have enrolled 4 kids for the program. So this, we try to give more discount for additional children that you enroll for the program. Somebody is asking that, will I share? So don't worry, this session is being recorded, and the replay will be shared. Okay, the replay will be shared. So at this point, I'll be bringing on one of our kids to show his project for us. One of our kids to display his project, and I'll be bringing on Mrs. Calista, all right, to be coming up tonight. So like I said, for kids, it's starting. Oh, another thing I didn't say is that it's starting August 11, right? It's starting August 11, and you have the whole of this, but we'll share more details. Good evening, ma. Good evening, ma. Okay, I think we are waiting for her to come on.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening, ma. We can hear you.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, ma. How are you doing today?
Fine,
Hi,
thank
sir.
Yeah,
you.
very fine. And how is the boot camp? How has it been going?
Sir, very fine.
Okay, so are you ready to share your project with us tonight?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll make you the host now. Yeah,
Okay.
so thanks for coming around tonight. So I guess you're in the advanced class now because you've done beginners before.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So you are the host.
Okay, don't share. Let me just say one or two things. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Um.
Yeah, good
Um.
evening, man. Yeah.
Mrs. Calista, Chijindom's mother. Just a little few things to say about Digital. I'm really encouraged. I'm really impressed. I came to know about this organization sometime last year. Actually, wanted to enroll for a program, not for myself. I wanted to do, I think, cloud computing. That was what I wanted to do then. So I later didn't register. So, but I kept following them each time they launched new class course. I kept following them until they launched the one for kids. I was so thrilled because I've been looking for where to put this young man here.
Mm,
He was actually turning everything in my house into a robot. My house used to be upside down. I kept
wow.
complaining. So when I saw it, I was like, wow, this is what I've been looking for. I'll just put you somewhere where they will just pack you together. You won't have time
Mm,
to scatter things in the house again.
yeah, true.
Because it was
Mm,
really, especially pegs, the pegs you used to hang clothes, you won't see them. You used to use them to build things. I was actually getting upset, but from the time I put him here, I would say one thing: he became more organized than he used to be. He became
mm,
organized, even in his academics. He became more organized. And when I was just actually putting him here so that I will get him busy, get his mind busy,
mm,
especially during that holidays. I was surprised when the one that first caught my attention was when they will be having a class and they will say, "Do you have anything to share?" My son will share and be explaining in the class. I was like, that means this boy is getting what they're doing here.
mm,
Gradually he started building his own games, especially all the projects that we are given in the class. Until he built did his own personal game that's nothing to do his own. I
mm,
marveled. Sincerely, I marveled. I was surprised. I didn't know how they were doing it. All those little children, they were able to grab those things. In fact, I had to
mm.
dash in my laptop. I had to get another laptop for myself because of
Wow.
this laptop
Wow.
he's using is my originally my own. I was using for my works. I gave it to him. I got another one for myself because I was so impressed. So I
Mm.
was so impressed, and he built a game after the Easter, that first
A
beginners
boot camp.
period.
Yeah.
Yes. Even when I wanted to
Yeah.
enroll him, he wasn't actually old enough for that class. Remember, I chatted you that my son was not up to 11 years. But let's
Yes,
see
yes.
that is
Mm.
bright. Let's put him there and see if he could cope. And actually, he coped. Now he's in
Mm.
advanced class, and
Advanced
even
class, yeah.
as advanced class, I think they just started last week. He has been able
Exactly, yeah.
to
They started last week, yeah.
do something. There's something he told me he's doing that is just remaining few touches. Anyway, let me allow him to share from the first one he
Yeah.
did during the start break, then to the one he's
Mm.
doing now.
Yeah.
Okay, young man, over
Okay,
to
over
you.
to you. Thank you for that, ma. Mm.
Yes.
Okay. I'm still busy with it. That's why I wasn't able to complete it. So I think I just want to start from here. So this was the game I've made myself. Where you shoot the monsters that are coming here. They they are evil, and if they get you, you die like this. I'm just
Mm.
trying to run away. Let just one touch me,
Oh,
and that's how it all goes.
So,
So this is the one that I'm trying to do. Let me just save it. So I'm still not through with it. I'm trying to fix it.
What's this one all about?
It's about
Okay, let me
math
look at
quest-
this.
it's about math questions where you are
Okay.
given questions from math and you are to solve it. The more you get solved, the higher you points you get.
Oh, wow,
You can
interesting.
accept.
Let's have it. Mm,
I'm not yet through with it. I just need to fix a little glitch. It tells you what is the sum. I just don't know why it keeps showing this, but answer is 16. So I will put that, and but the timer won't go back, and it still stays a question count one.
Okay, this one is it from the present class, the advanced class, or
The
the?
advanced
Okay, this
class.
one is the one we started last week. We are building from the knowledge
they
of
just started this week, yeah.
this week.
Yes.
Okay, because he told me he's building something based on what they were taught last week. So I
This
think
week.
that's one he's still working on it. But the first one
Yeah.
he showed was the one he built after the
The
beginner class,
bootcamp. Yeah.
yeah, boot camp.
Yeah.
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 And I need to even tell those who are here that before my son started this, he didn't know anything about computer. He didn't know anything. The only thing he could do was to
Mm,
boot a computer and then shut it down. This boot camp introduced him
mm,
to every basics of computer usage. So he wants this sharing, all the everything he learned it here. I'm really impressed. I must say I'm very impressed. I'm
mm,
impressed with
mm.
this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So that's good to know. Well done. Well done to you, Ma. Thanks for coming around tonight. So I would just hold on. I'll reclaim the host. So the class continues,
Instead of
and
sharing.
we'll be expecting to see you grow and improve with the classes, right? So just keep growing and keep working. So bye for now. Yeah, take care.
okay.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Bye, sir.
sir.
yeah. Okay. So that was uh, an digital student showing what he has learned during the course of the program, and that was a good one. You can hear what the parent, the mother said about him, and he's in the advanced class now. So we're also bringing on Ilyasu Musa. We call him Ilyas. We also show his project. He will be coming on right away to show us his project today. So, and these are some of our students who are. Good evening, ma. Wow. Good evening, ma.
Good
So
evening.
I'm just laughing
Yeah,
at the at what I'm seeing on the screen.
okay.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. How
How
you
was today,
doing?
ma? I'm doing
Alhamdulillah, we're
good.
fine.
Yeah. Thanks for coming around.
You're
Yeah.
welcome, sir.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
good evening.
Elias, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, sir.
How are you?
Fine.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah.
Mhm.
And how has the last 1 week been?
It has been nice. They taught us some things that they
Okay.
didn't teach us in the normal class.
Mhm.
Oh,
They,
good.
they taught
Okay,
us
let
some
me introduce
how
myself.
to how to
Wait
put
first. Hold on. Oh, God.
Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Okay. Maybe you start. Yeah. Good evening, man.
I'm supposed
Yeah.
to. All right. I'm Ilias' mom. My name is Amina Musa. So
Yes,
apparently,
ma'am.
I came to know about tech. I wanted to enroll into cybersecurity course with them something last year. So since then, I've been following them. I've been joining any of their WhatsApp group. So when they post about the kids own during the holiday, so I just okay, let me go ahead and if I enroll my child for it, and it has been amazing. So the
Mm,
boot camp really helps them a lot, especially him keeping calm and well organized and able to do a lot of things that he has not done before, coming
mm,
out, expressing himself the way he wants, somebody that wants to go into gaming. So it has really been an amazing experience for both of us. For me, because since I'm seeing that what he enrolled for is really catching up and he's doing well, I'm happy, and for him too, he's also happy. So and that's been really good. The experience has been nice, and I'm impressed with their teachers, the way they take their time explaining things to them over and over again. Because during the class, it's not easy to handle kids when you have a lot of them in that class like that. So teacher really did an amazing job, and for him to be able to catch up too. So I'll just leave it to you to share some of his project that he has done the last class, and also I think he said he was almost done with one again this last week. That is what I was teaching them on what to do, how to come up with some things. So I'll just allow him to
Okay.
to present his work, what he has done, and what he's learning, and what the whole program has taught him so far.
And also to also share some of, because I think he got some global certifications too.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe you
Yes.
can do
Yes.
that at the end. So
Okay.
over to you, Elias. Yeah.
Entire screen.
Going.
Hmm? The big screen. Yes.
So this is the first game I made. I built.
Loud
It's
enough.
called the Geometry Dash. It has 3 levels: easy, medium, hard. Let's do hard. So basically, you have this small cube here who moves up and down. From time to time, you enter game modes and you get different boosts. I'm currently the cube where all I can do is jump. There are other game modes like this spaceship where you move from top to bottom, spider where you jump on ceilings, and even the ball where similar to the spider but it takes time to get to the opposite gravity side. There are also coins around the map that you can collect that will increase your score, which you can see in the top left. These yellow
You can
things
see
are
that.
called pads, which if you click on them to boost you up. Some coins are hidden, some coins are out in the open.
Interesting.
At the end, there's a white platform at the end. For you to reach there, you beat the game. If you touch any spikes or any platforms like you hit the side like here, you lose. I restart from the beginning.
This one is a little say different one. But I know it.
So let's go to the next one.
Okay.
This was a game that I finished up not too long from just this webinar.
Okay.
It's a fighting game starring 2 anime characters called Naruto.
You built this? This is like
Yes.
Mortal Kombat. Interesting.
Yes, called Naruto,
Okay.
the one at the side, and this is Satsuke. Naruto is moved with W, A, S, and D, while Sasuke is moved with right arrow, left arrow, up arrow, and down arrow. For Naruto, if you click on Q, he chose a shuriken. While for Sasuke, you click on P and he chose a shuriken. They each have special abilities. If you click on R, Naruto does a shuriken storm. And this blue bar in the top is the mana. You need to charge mana to use special abilities. Plus Sasuke, if you click on O, does a fire breath jutsu. For normal kicks, for Naruto and attacks, F. Plus for Sasuke, and he has a special ability with G, Naruto.
Wow.
While for Sasuke, Normal attacks are with K. What is special ability? L.
Mm. Mm.
And then to charge. Where is that?
Wow. So
As you can see now.
you built this with
Yes.
Turbo App, right?
Yes.
Mm. Okay.
Want the green bar at the top, the person zone that goes out first loses. And the blue bar main and to charge it back. For Sasuke, you hold I.
Mm.
But for Naruto, you hold.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's all. Now let me show you the
Yeah.
last project we did in our advanced class.
Advanced class. Okay, this last week. Interesting.
Yes.
Yes, yeah. This last week he was working on something.
In our advanced that they taught us how to add some skills like math into our game. This is called Boat Ride Game by Musa Ilyas. Basically here, you are the boat, you move around with left and right arrow keys. If you hit a rock, it shows game over with a small game over sound.
Mm.
And then everything stops.
Mm.
I'm still going to add a high score for you to go further, a higher score.
Mm.
Okay. Meaning you're not done yet.
Mm.
Yes, I'm going to improve it
Yeah.
a little more.
But let's one of those. I want to see how the game over will show if the rock eats the
Okay.
boat. Just allow it to eat the boat. Game over. Interesting. Interesting.
Oh.
Wow,
So
lovely.
your specific, and this game has taught you what?
Yeah.
Yes, this
Then.
game taught us
Analysis.
how to use more
Mm.
of the operation block, which normally runs with mathematics, and English. It taught us more about the operation blocks, like as you can see here. Now let me show you some the global certificate I had. This is the one I won in Nigeria that came with around 100 people. Yeah, around 100.
Okay.
Well,
Mm.
this is the international one that came with around 200, and I got second. For the first one, I got first.
Okay, the Nigerian
Mm.
one.
Yes, Nigeria, I got first. For the international, I got second.
So
Well,
With a total of 2,306 points.
interesting.
yes.
Interesting.
And
Well done,
that's
Elias. Yeah.
thank you.
Well done. Yeah. Thank you, ma.
Thank you
Thanks for
so much,
coming
sir.
around tonight.
Yes, sir.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Yeah. So keep enjoying your classes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. So just hold on. Let me reclaim the host before you leave. Okay. I'll reclaim it. Sir, good night.
Good
Bye.
night.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye.
See you in
Bye.
class on Monday. Yeah. So we'll be bringing on Mrs. Elizabeth. Mrs. Elizabeth will be joining us for another project. So one thing I also want to say is that we don't just teach them how to build games alone. They actually build apps because it's the same principle. You can see that for that game to work, there's a lot of back-end coding, calculation going on, right? So they also learn how to build websites, and they are not just in 6 to 9. There's 10 to 11 to 16, 11, sorry, 6 to 9, 10 to 15, then 16 to 19, right? So you're welcome, ma, Mrs. Elizabeth. You're welcome to tonight's session. Thank you for coming around tonight. Good evening, ma.
Evening. Good evening,
Yes,
sir.
ma.
Good
Yes,
evening,
ma.
everyone.
Yes, ma. So
My name,
let me make it the host. Over to you, ma. Mhm.
can you hear me?
Loud and clear. I can hear you clearly. Yeah.
My name is Mrs. Elizabeth Musa, and this is my son Abdullah. So I got to know about digital from my elder brother who sent the link to me. I think the first day of the bootcamp program. And when I saw it, I was like, no, I have to enroll Abdallah because he has always shown interest in coding, anything tech. And at first, I was scared because I was like, my son is just 8 years old. How is he going to cope? How is it? Because to me, tech is like a big thing where you have to put in figures and whatever and all that. So I was scared at first. But to my greatest surprise, he did so well. And not just that, it also helped him in school. Because one thing I noticed about the class, the program, it helps them think for themselves. Like now, when he comes to me and says, "Mommy, I can't do this," and I say, "Figure it out yourself. People have done it before. You're not the first, and you're not going to be there. So do something. Figure it out yourself. The way people ahead of you have done it. So that helps them to think for themselves. And the last class, funny enough, it was so outstanding because I think the first day of the class, I was in my room and I heard him talking. So I thought, okay, maybe he had some challenges. And to my greatest surprise, he was answering questions, teaching other people in class. And a classmate of his said, "Abdallah, can I be your friend?" And that was very funny. And another thing is how they communicate, how the kids communicate with one another. It's so important because that helps build confidence as well. It does. Having it, they're so comfortable because they are all at the same age brackets. They express themselves more to each other. They ask themselves questions and all that. So just like you said, tech is the future. I want to bring that out. It's very important. In maybe 10 years to come, nobody's going to ask you, what did you study? Did you study maths or did you study? They will ask you, what can you do? What can you provide, if you get my point? So I feel the future, and it's very important to have our kids involved. It's very important. Very, very important. So I will allow him show you his projects. In fact, he finished class project. Like after I got the link, he was done with the project. So I am a proud mom. I am proud of him.
That's good to know, man. So over to you, Abdallah.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, bro. Yeah.
So today I'm going to show a project called Project One. The reason why it's called Project One is because
Can you speak a bit louder? I think he's away from the mic, so he's trying to explain.
Can you hear him now? Speak. Can you hear? Speak up. Go ahead.
So today I'm going to show you a game I made called Project Revolve. The reason I called it Project Revolve is because
it's not clear enough anyway.
Sorry, can you hear him?
I can't hear him. You are the one I can hear. I can hear you, but I can't hear him.
Speak up now. Speak up.
Yeah.
I'm going to present a project called
Perfect.
Project Revamp. The reason it's called Project Revamp is because I was working on it yesterday. So when you click the link, they will say, "Hello, player one," and they introduce the character.
The name of the character playing.
So it will show this to choose if your keyboard or you are using
mobile.
Since I'm using keyboard, I'll show you the keyboard. So If you click this,
Can you hear him, sir?
if you click this
I'm hearing, but it can be louder. I think it's better now.
Speak up.
So now the game will start.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let me help him a little since it's not very audible.
Okay.
So he said the name of the project is called Project Revamp, and that's because he's still working on it. And he was able to program the game. Sorry if I'm not using the right terminology. I'm not a coder, sorry.
Yeah.
So he was able to program the game and it tells the name of the player. So once you start the game, it tells you if it's Abdallah playing or if it's somebody else playing. So it tells you the name of the player. And also, if how the game works, you have balls dropping from the top. What's the name of your character? Okay, Abby, if it touches Abby, is a score. But if it falls to the ground, it brings you to the end of the game. So as much balls that touches Abby gives you a higher score to the game. Okay. Is that all?
Okay. So let's play the game and let's see. Let's play it. I think we get the understanding now, so you can play it and we'll see how it runs. Okay. Okay. Oh, I see.
And also he said you can also use the buttons, the arrow buttons on your keyboard, or you can use the touch screen to play.
I can see that.
Yes.
The score is increasing.
Yes.
Yeah. I can see that. It's now on 624. But if it touches the ground, that's the end.
So that's the end of the game. Do you want to show another game?
It has struck the ground. Interesting. I get that.
All right. So there's another game
like
he
a
created.
basketball. Yeah.
Okay, this is it. So you have to explain this yourself because I don't understand it. So speak up.
So this is a game. So if you press on the
I can't really hear you.
We can't hear you. Why are you not speaking?
Maybe you remove the earpiece and speak.
Yes, speak up.
So this is a one game I've made. The ball will point against the mouse pointer, and if the ball is on the enemy, you can use X to take the ball back. So now I don't have a character, so I'll go here and click any of these to get a character. So if I get the ball, there will be moves. If I press E, it will do something called a direct shot, and I'll score. So now, if I press R, it will do something. It will do something called narrow higher footwork, and if I press T, you gain something called.
I'm not sure you have clicked on the game because I think we're still on the old game. Yeah, we're still on the first one, so I think you might have to move to the new one.
Actually showing here. I don't know what the.
Oh, okay. So maybe he needs to stop sharing screen and share another. Yeah, I think that's what's happening. So you need to stop sharing that one and share the new one.
Okay.
So you start the sharing again. Okay, yeah, better now. It's coming up.
Let's start quickly.
So this is the game. If you can use WASD to manage. So
okay, we can say, oh, this is like soccer.
Yes.
So I don't have a style. So if I press this, it will give me a character. So now he has moves. If I press E, he'll do something called direct shots. So if the ball is with him, I can take the ball away by pressing X. And if you want to do a normal shot, you can click the screen and you do a normal shot. If you want to do a volley shoot, like you just load the ball of a class, you can
Yeah.
click the screen at the same time.
Wow. Interesting. Interesting. This is like you are building a soccer game gradually. So yeah, I'm getting it.
So
Yeah.
Yes.
if I press R, he'll do something called the manufacturing footwork and on towards the mouse. If I press T, he'll gain something called meta vision, which will allow him to see things that happen before. So now, if I press this, he will awaken against a new move set.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
So this is his awakening. If I press E, it will do something called my directions.
Mm. 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 Mm.
So
Mm.
so now that he has the press X to get it back. If I press on, yes, so
Mm. Yeah.
we'll do something called full down body.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, well done on this, Abdallah. This is interesting. Right.
So
Yeah.
We're still working.
Yeah.
I'm always on him to work hard. That's
Yeah.
hard phase. So he's going to be on it. I want him to create something that he can call his own.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's it.
But this is actually a very great one. The creativity and the controls there.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank
I
you.
want to appreciate
Yeah.
you guys. I'm telling you, there are some knowledge money cannot buy. So it doesn't matter how much we're paying.
Yeah.
It's what your child. You understand?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the platform.
Yeah. Thank you very much, ma. Yeah, really appreciate you coming around, and Abdullah, well done.
Thank you so much.
Well done. It's a good job. Right. So do have a lovely time and a lovely night rest.
Thank you so
much. So see you in the class.
All right.
Yeah, bye. Yeah. Yeah. So that was Abdallah there with his game and what he has built. So I can see that some of you have been asking questions, right? And I'll try to answer your questions. So people have been asking, when will the meeting end? In less than 10, 15 minutes will be done. So the program cost is actually very discounted, and that's the parts I'll be going through right now. So if you are registering for, I need to minimize this. So if you are registering for a child, it's so that was the last point. Yeah, if you're registering for a child, it's 100 British pounds, right, for this entire 8 weeks of the training. And some of you prefer to pay in Naira, so it's 100,000 Naira if you choose to pay in Naira, right? Payment is via the secured Stripe payment link, right, which will be shared. Now, another thing is if you are registering 2 kids, you are paying 180 pounds instead of 200 pounds, right? If you are registering for 3 kids, you are paying 260 pounds instead of 300 pounds. So that is how it works for us, right? So the program starts next upper Monday, actually. Upper Monday, right? Upper Monday. But if you want to start this Monday, it's fine. Your child can join. You just have to do extra classes for him to catch up. So if you still want to start, you can start this Monday if that timeline works for you. You just have to catch up with the classes, but they'll be starting upper Monday. So there's this batch that they started this week. You can join. You can still join this week. But for those who feel okay, let him just start upper Monday. That's also fine, right? Like I said earlier, I've explained myself. Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Friday. No, sorry, Monday to Thursdays during the summer break. But after the summer break, it becomes weekend classes, right? And they can switch between any of the time the time slots of the classes. So they are beginner classes and advanced classes. If you want to pay, you want to pay, make payments, or you have questions or inquiries, you can chat up any of these numbers. Right? WhatsApp and WhatsApp this number or this other number. Yeah. So your inquiries, your questions, WhatsApp the numbers, and we are good to go. So WhatsApp any of these lines, and we are good to go. So before I bring on one of our tutors who is available at the moment, let me take some time to answer your questions. Right. Let me take your time. So somebody's saying, can I pay in Naira? Yeah, you can pay in Naira. That's Amaka. So for how long is the program after summer break? Well, it's 8 weeks. You know, in the UK, some schools resume before some other schools. So whatever, after the summer break, we complete the 8 weeks. So that's it, right? 2 kids in Naira, for those who are asking for 2 kids in Naira, it's 360,000 Naira. That's 180 pounds, right? So some people prefer to pay in Naira, right? It's a one-time payment. It's a one-time payment, right? So that's that. So 3 kids in Naira is like 260 pounds. So that is 520,000 Naira, right? 520,000 Naira if you are paying in Naira, but you can also pay in pounds, right? So that's that. So if you have questions and inquiries, the numbers are there, and you can chat up the numbers, and we'll take it up from there. Right. So let me still have your questions. Okay, sorry, Mr. Ralph. Okay, so tablet, yeah, you can start with a tablet, but the child will eventually need a laptop. That's the thing. The child will eventually need a laptop. Yes, a tablet can work, but the laptop will still be necessary at the end of the day because we want to go in depth. So okay, laptop has some limitations. So we will eventually need a laptop. Sorry, tablets will have limitations at some point. So you can handle some areas, but because this is a very detailed program, we will need a laptop at the end of the day. We will need a laptop to finish the job. So you can chat up any of these numbers and you can take it up from there. All right. So let me see if there are other questions. Okay, do the kids have to do it every day? No. Classes are Mondays, Thursdays during the summer break. Then after the summer break, it becomes weekend classes so that they can focus on their studies. So it becomes weekend classes. Right, so classes holds 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Like I said earlier, if they miss any of those times, they can join the other one. So if they miss 11, they can join 2 or they can join 5, even though they'll be mapped to a particular point. Do they do Python? Yes, they do. These ones are just, because of our time, we just put it there. Or we share the curriculum, we shared on the group. And so what about teenagers? Yeah, sure. So there's a 16 to 19 class. There's a 16 to 19 class. I said this earlier, right? There's a 16 to 19 class. There's a 6 to 9. There's a 10 to 15. There's a 16 to 19. The classes, that's how they run. So if you have inquiries, you can chat up any of those numbers. Python, of course, they'll learn Python. It's in the curriculum. They'll learn Python. Why not? It's a group class, as you have heard, so there's interaction in the class. It's a group class. It's online. They don't need adult supervision while taking the training because we supervise them. It's not a recorded class. It's a live class, and the live classes are recorded and the replay is made available, but it's a live class. So we don't give them videos they'll be watching. This is a live class. Share the curriculum. The curriculum will be shared on the group. Is the 8 weeks both for beginners and advanced? Yes, because IT is a world. So the 8 weeks is both for beginners and advanced. And like I said, once school resumes, they switch to weekend classes, right? Okay, so Mr. Isaac, just hold on. I'm trying to answer many of these questions before I just bring you into share. So somebody saying I should share the cost again. So here's the cost. If you're registering a child, and these are discounted, if you're registering a child is £100. If you're registering 2 kids is £180, so you get £20 discount. If you're registering 3 kids, you pay £260, which is a discount of £40. It's a very discounted price. We all know the rates in the UK, but we're just doing this to ensure that as many kids can get. Somebody say, is it pounds in UK? Yes, UK pounds, of course. UK pounds, of course. And if you don't like that, you can pay in Naira if you choose, right? You can pay in Naira if you choose to do that, right? You can pay in Naira. So, now someone is saying Scotland school. I know Scotland's calendar is a bit different. Yeah, you can just enroll them for the evening classes, right? If they are resuming that early, you can just enroll them for the evening classes, right? Yeah. Mrs. Kemi, don't worry. The advanced classes, the curriculum will be shared, right? It will be shared there. So you see the curriculum, right? So you see the curriculum there, right? Okay, I just want to be sure that I've not left anything out. But if I've left anything out, you can always chat up any of these 2 numbers. The numbers are on the screen. The WhatsApp numbers are on the screen. So you can chat the numbers and these 2 numbers, just send a WhatsApp and all your questions will be responded to. And there's something I want to also state that your children are, so just chat me up. If you have any question, any inquiries, test, just send me a message. Your name here is on test. You can just send me a message on that. So I mean, after the live class, yes, Mrs. Mary Ann. So like I said, the classes are live classes and the live classes are recorded and the replay is made available, right? So that is how it works. So it's a live class. The live classes are recorded and the replay is made available. Do they need adult supervision? Why? Not necessarily, because the teachers supervises them. They are trained teachers, so they ensure that we don't have bullying in the class. We don't have other children talking down on others. So they don't really need adult supervision because we take charge of that, right? So the 8 weeks will start by 11th of August. So that's it. It starts by 11th of August. But you can, if 11th of August is too far, you can join the class that started this Monday, right? So your child can join this Monday's class. So it's up to you. And all they just have to do is catch up with last week's class. So because some might feel, oh, I don't want to wait till 11th of August, let them just start. So your child can start Monday if that is okay by you, right? So that being said, let me bring on Mr. Isaac. So Mr. Isaac, over to you. Let's just share a few thoughts here about your methodology of teaching before we call it a day tonight. So how old can they join? There is 6 to 9, there is 10 to 16, there is 16 to 19, right? 6 to 9, 10 to 16, 16 to 19, right? So you are welcome. So good evening to you, Mr. Isaac. Can you hear me?
Good evening, sir. Yes, I can hear you. Good evening. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate that. So you can hear me, right?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure, I can. So, yeah, I can hear you. So we just have like 5 minutes here tonight. So yeah, there's a certificate at the end of the day. So I just want you to walk us through your teaching methodology, how you're able to teach these kids and ensure that they get it. So in 5 minutes, just walk us through that.
Okay, thank you. Okay, just I'll just like emphasize a little on what you already said before, just for new parents to understand it better. So the teaching method, like you said, the classes are already divided. It will be divided into different levels. We have the beginners, the intermediates, and the advanced levels. But the teaching method we're looking at is we actually use the visuals, because if you could see what most of our students presented are mainly visual programming. For other parents that were asking for Python as well, we teach Python. So we use visuals as part of the teaching methodology. And the second one is gamifications. So we actually introduce the kids to quizzes. When I mean gamifications, I mean quizzes. So for assessments, that is to keep track of what they're actually learning, because in the class, it's not just playing games. Like some parents who want to like inquire, is it just games? It's not just games. When we are actually teaching coding, we're teaching a lot of skills. Some we create animations, we create storylines, we do games, and we create apps as well. Then also we take feedback. Okay, so I work on feedback, like when I'm in the class, after each class, we give us assignments and then we get feedback. There are times that students who get back to us like, okay, they're having issues on this particular thing or this particular concept. So we try as much as possible to explain it to them. Then the last one is the class is project-based. So that is to say that it is 100% practical, and that leads us to projects. So meaning that every class we have, there's always a project. That is why our students are able to showcase their projects. Then, apart from the scratch that the children have already showcased, we actually work with App Inventor to an extent, and we use Codler to an extent as well. That is to use, we use that for mobile app development. So it's not just Scratch that we teach, we also teach website development using HTML, CSS, and a piece of JavaScript because of the level of the kids so that they could understand it better.
Yeah.
Then after that, we also introduce them to little, let me not say, let me not use the word little, but what I mean is that we introduce them to competitions, international and local competitions at their levels. And some of our students also have been able to get some kind of certifications like from international kids, scratch coding competitions and code.org. So these are just some of the things that we also do that I just want to touch. Thank you, sir.
Okay, yeah, so I would have loved Mr. Isaac to say a lot. As you can see, he's a very experienced teacher, right? But because of our time, and we don't want to make this session too long. So thank you, Mr. Isaac, for coming around tonight. I'm sure the students would they will get to know you more in the class, right? So thank you for tonight. It's been a wonderful time. This was not meant to be as long as this. Once again, for inquiries, you can always chat up these WhatsApp numbers. Chat up any of these numbers for inquiries, for registration, and we'll take it up from there. So if you have questions, you want to make payments, you want to register, just chat those numbers up and we'll take it up from there. So bye for now. Do have a wonderful time. See you all in the class. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. Take that step right now. Bye for now. Bye.